Hello dear student. Now we are going to discuss the depreciation on lease financing. So in this problem we have to discuss the depreciation and installment amount and determination of interest, and again the present value of cash flow under the buying or borrowing of the depreciation problems. So here we have one problem. See that problem. General Electronic Company Corporation of Company Limited of India purchased the machine which cost rupees 3,34,300. This is the cost of the machine. The firm would have 14% 5-year loan to be paid in 5 equal annual installments, each installment becoming due at the end of each year. The machine would depreciate straight line basis, which no salvage value. The firm is in the 50% of tax bracket. The present value factors of annuity of rupees 1 for 5 years at 14% is 3.433, and PV for these problems are given in the later. Okay. See, General Electronic Corporation of India purchased the machine. So here one company is there, that the company name is General Electronic Corporation of India. That company will be purchasing one machinery. The cost of the machinery is 3,34,300. That is the original cost of that particular machinery, 3,34,300. The firm would have 14% 5-year loan to be paid in 5 equal annual installment. So that firm will be given 14% interest to that on the to the cost value. So that value will be given in the 5 equal installment. Okay, and each installment becoming due at the end of the each year. It means that installment amount will be given at the end of the accounting year. The machine would depreciate straight line basis. Here we have to calculate the depreciation on the basis of the straight line, which no salvage value. When we are going to calculate the depreciation, in that time we are going to we don't have the salvage value for calculations of the depreciation. The firm is in the 50% of tax bracket. It means the tax bracket or the tax saving is 50%. Okay. The present value factor of annuity of rupees 1 for 5 years at 14% is 3.433, and PV for the year. So in this problem they are providing the present value factors of annuity rupees for 1 is equal to 3.433. that is the value for annuities, and the remaining PV value or the present values will be given. First of all, take this problem, and the continuation of that problem is the PV value is first year and 0.935, second year and 0.873, third year and 0.816, fourth year and 0.763, fifth year and 0.713. Okay, these are the PV factors or the PV present values. And calculate present value of cash outflow under buying or borrowing. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ, ಎಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಂದ ಔಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೋನ್ಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ. ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಮಷಿನರಿನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ದ ಮಷಿನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 3,34,300 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ 5 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಲೋನ್ ಅನ್ನ ರೀಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 14% ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಮತ್ತು 50% ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ 50% ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಅದ್ರಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ಯೂಟಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವುಗಳಿಂದ ನಾವು ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಅಂಡರ್ ಬೋರೋವಿಂಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅಂಡರ್ ಬೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಇರುವಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋಗಳನ್ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. Now we are going to solution for this problem. First of all, we have to calculate the depreciation. Solution. First, depreciation. Depreciation is equal to value of the asset minus scrap value or salvage value divided by life of the asset. Okay, so this is the formula for calculating the depreciation. Value of the asset or the total cost of the asset minus salvage value or scrap value divided by life of the asset. What is the value of the asset or what is the value of the machineries or what is the cost of the machinery here? The cost of the machinery is 3,34,300. And there is no salvage value given in this problem. They are mentioned particularly, there is no salvage value, so we don't have the salvage value, so only the value of the cost they are given. So for that purposes the value of the cost or the value of the asset is 3,34,300 and the life of the asset is 5 years. Therefore the depreciation easily we can find out. That means the value of the asset is 3,34,300 divided by 5 years. How much? You can calculate here. 3,34,300 divided by 5 is equal to 66,860. I'm right? 3,34,300 divided by 5. Yes, 66,860. And so this is the depreciation. Depreciation is equal to 66,860. What is the tax savings on depreciation? How we are calculating tax savings on depreciation? So depreciation into tax bracket. Tax savings on depreciation is equal to tax savings depreciation is equal to depreciation into tax bracket. Therefore depreciation amount is 66,860 into 50%. Therefore 66,860 into 50%, that is 33,430. This is the tax savings on depreciation. Understood? Now we are going to calculate amount of loan installment. Okay, amount of loan installment, calculation of amount of loan installment. How we are calculating the installment amount? It means total loan amount divided by annuity value. It means the total loan amount is 3,34,300 divided by annuity value is 3.433. Therefore the installment amount is 1 lakh. Every end of the accounting year, the company will be providing the installment amount to the loan is 1 lakh rupees. How we are calculating this amount? The total cost of the loan divided by the annuity values. So we are getting the installment amount. So 1 lakh amount per annum is installment amount. Installment amount is 1 lakh rupees. Understood? Now we are going to calculate the determination of the interest. Determination of the interest. How we are calculating the interest? This is the installment amount. In this installment amount including the interest. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 lakh rupees ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಲೋನ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 3,34,300 ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ total we have providing the 5 equal installment. The every year we are providing the 1 lakh rupees. That is the installment amount. That installment amount is including the interest. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು 3,34,300 rupees ಒಂದು ಮಷಿನರಿಯನ್ನ ಲೋನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ? 1 lakh rupees ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ 1 lakh rupees ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬಡ್ಡಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಟೋಟಲ್ 5 years ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡಿಂಗ್ 5 lakh rupees ಫಾರ್ 3,34,300 ಲೋನ್. 3,34,300 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಲೋನಿಗೆ ನಾವು 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ 1 lakh rupees ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ 5 years ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ 5 lakh rupees ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ 5 lakh rupees ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಸೊ 50% ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಇವಾಗ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಟೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಲೋನ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. Yes, dear students, this is the solution for determination of the interest. How we are calculating the interest for this problem. So totally 1 lakh installment amount we are providing to the loan. So out of that, what is the interest we have to given to that particular loan? See, this is the solutions. So here in this determination of interest, we have to take the year ended, loan installment, loan beginning of the years, and interest on loan, that is 14%, then principal repayment and principal at the end. Okay, this is the solutions for the particular problems. First of all, year ended, that means the first year ended. We are providing the installment amount in the first year end. That is the loan installment is 1 lakh. Already we are calculating the installment amount. How? Total loan divided by annuity value. That means we are getting 1 lakh rupees is the loan installment. Okay. Then loan beginning of the years. Total how much we have the loan amount? 3,34,300. 3,34,300 is the loan amount. But installment we are providing at the end of the year is 1 lakh rupees. And interest on loan. What is the interest on loan? So how we are calculating the interest on loan? See here, column number 3 into 14%. It means column number 3 into 4. That means column number 3 amount is 3,34,300. And for this amount we have to multiply by the 14%. That means interest on loan. The loan amount is 3,34,000. See, 3,34,300 into 14%. 14%. We have 46,802. The interest amount is 46,802. Out of installment amount, we are providing the interest is 46,802. So what is the principal repayment out of installment? ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 lakh rupees amount ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 46,802 ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ರಿಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗಾಯ್ತು? ಸೊ it means column number 2 minus column number 4. Column number 2 is 1 lakh minus column number 4 is 46,802. That means 53,198 amount we are providing as a repayment. Installment amount repayment ನಾವು 53,198 amount ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆಯ್ತು. ಹಾಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಉಳಿದಾಗ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 3 minus 5. That is column number 3 is total loan amount 3,34,300 minus so repayment amount ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ 53,198 ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. therefore remaining amount 2,81,102 ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 2,81,102 ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, so this is the first year loan amount. Dear student, please make it correction here. The problems of loan is 3,43,300. Okay, 43,300, not 34,000. The remaining amount will be, see here, 14% on 3,43,300 into 14%. That means 48,062. And next the principal amount repayment amount is 1 lakh minus interest amount 48,062. That means 51,938. The remaining balance amount minus 3,43,300. That means 2,91,362. Okay, please make it correct in the questions. The installment the loan amount is 3,43,300, not 3,34,000. the loan amount is 3,43,300. okay, next second year the installment amount is 1 lakh rupees. How we are calculating the installment amount? Total loan amount, that is 3,43,300 divided by annuity value 3.433. That means 1 lakh rupees. And the loan at the beginning means last year closing balance is opening balance in the present year. That means 2,91,362 and interest amount on loan at the beginning. That means 2,91,362 into 14%. That means 40,080. Okay, 40,080 or 40,000. Sorry, 791. 40,791. 40,791. Okay, 791. Yes. Next, principal repayment amount. That means 1 lakh minus interest 40,791. That means 59,209. Then principal at the end. That means loan at the beginning minus principal amount, repayment of principal amount. That is 2,91,362 minus 59,209. That means 2,32,153. Okay, next third year installment amount is 1 lakh rupees and the loan at the beginning, it means last year closing balance. That means that is the present year beginning amount 2,32,153. Okay, interest amount is 2,32,153 into 14%. That means 32,501. 32,501. Okay, and principal repayment amount, we are calculating total installment amount minus interest amount. That means minus 1 lakh is equal to 67,500 499. Okay, and principal at the end, how you are calculating? So total loan amount 2,32,153 minus repayment of loan, that is 67,499 is equal to 1,64,654. Okay, next fourth year is 1,64,654. Sorry, total installment amount is 1 lakh. Installment amount 1 lakh. Loan amount is 1,64,654. So interest amount is into 14%. That means 23,052. 23,052 is the interest amount, and the principal repayment amount is 1 lakh minus interest 23,052 is equal to 76,948. That is the repayment amount. What is the principal at the end? So how we are calculating? Total installment, total loan minus repayment loan. That means 1,64,654 minus 76,948. The remaining is 87,706. And fifth year installment amount is 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh rupees. And the loan amount is 87,706. The interest is 87,706 into 14%. So 12,279, and the principal repayment amount 87,720. 706. 294, sorry. Okay, 1 lakh is the installment amount, and loan at the beginning is 87,706, and 14% interest on beginning of the loan. That means 87,706 into 14%, we have 12,294, and principal repayment amount is 87,706. There is no amount in the end of the accounting year. So the company is providing the installment amount as 1 lakh rupees at the end of the each year. That means 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, total 5 lakh rupees. The loan at the beginning is 3,43,300, and interest is provided by the company is this much, and the installment, out of installment amount they are providing the interest amount this much and the principal amount this much. So this is only the principal amount, this is the interest. So excess amount is provided by the company to the loans. So this is the excess amount, that means interest. This is the losses for the business. So on the basis of this, the company having the tax brackets for savings on interest. So that is the profit for the business. Okay. Next, we are going to calculate the present value of cash flow under the buyings. So here already we know about the loan installment amount, and the every year is 1 lakh rupees. And we know about the interest amount on 14%. Already we are calculated in the previous that we are discussing the determination of calculation of interest. That means every year interest we are already calculated. And next, tax advantages on interest. Tax advantages on interest means interest into 50%, that is tax. So we are getting the tax advantages, and tax advantages on depreciation. Already we know about the depreciation amount. The total cost divided by number of the years. The total cost is 3,43,300 divided by 5 years. That means 60. I think how much? 68,660. Right? 68,660 is the depreciation amount, and we have calculating the 50% on depreciation. That means the tax advantage on depreciation. Next, net cash flow. That means column number 2 minus 4 minus 5. That is column number 2 is the installment amount minus tax advantage on interest minus tax advantage on depreciation amount. Then we are getting the net cash flow. After that, we are multiplied by the PV factor. We are getting the PV of buyings. Okay. Now, calculations of present value of cash outflow. That means the first year installment amount is 1 lakh and the interest amount is 48,062. Now we are going to calculate the tax advantage on interest. How? The interest into 50%. That means 48,062 into 50%. We have 24,031. That is tax savings on interest. Then tax savings on depreciation. That means every year same value, 68,660 into 50%. 68,660 into 50%. That is 34,330. Every year we have the same value. Then what is the net cash flow? Column number 2 means 1 lakh and column number 4 is 24,031 and column number 5 is 34,330. That means 1 lakh minus 24,031 minus 34,330. We have 41,639 is the net cash outflow. What is the present value they are given in the every year? They are providing the present value. That means first year is 0.935. 0.935. We are multiplied by the net cash flow into present value. We have the PV of the buying. That means 0.935. We have the amount is 38,933. 933. That is first year PV value. Next, second year, 1 lakh is the installment amount. Interest amount is 14,791 and tax savings on interest is 40,791 into 50%. We have 20,396. Okay. Then tax advantages on depreciation is same amount, 34,330 every year. Now net cash flow is equal to 1 lakh minus 20,396 minus 34,330. We have 45,274. What is the present value of the second year? 0.873. 0.873 is the present value into 0.873. We have 39,524. And third year installment amount is 1 lakh, interest amount is 32,501. So tax savings on interest is 32,501 into 50%, 16,251. Okay, 251. And tax savings on depreciation is 34,330. Then the net cash outflow is equal to 1 lakh minus 16,251 minus 34,330. We have 49,419. What is the PV value? PV value is 816. 0.816. We have to multiply by PV value 816. We have 40,326. Okay. Next year installment amount is 1 lakh and the interest amount is 23,062. 23,062 into 50 percentage, that means interest tax advantage on interest 11,531 and 34,330 is the tax savings on depreciation. Therefore 1 lakh minus 11,531 minus 34,330 is equal to 51,139. Then the PV value is 763, 0.763 into 0.763. We have 41,309. And the final year is 1 lakh is the installment amount. Interest is 12,294. Tax advantage on interest is 12,294 into 50 percentage. 6,147 interest on tax advantage on interest. Then depreciation 34,330 advantage on depreciation. Then 1 lakh minus 6,147 minus 34,330. Cash out price 59,523 and PV factor is 0.713 into 0.713. We have 42,440. Okay. So what is the total amount? Total amount is, calculate this one, 38,933 plus 39,524 plus 40,326 plus 41,309. 41,000 309 plus 42,440 is equal to 2,25,032. Sorry, 2,02,532 is the total PV of buyings. So this is the solution for the particular problem. First we have to calculating the depreciation amount. After that interest. After that tax advantage on interest, tax advantages on depreciation. After that we are going to calculate the PV factors and total. Finally we are getting the PV of the buyings. Okay, this is the solution for the particular problems. Next problem we will discuss in the next period.